Continuing the mid-May 2018 for water signs. This is for Cancer. Well, this is for Scorpio. We did Cancer, so now we're doing Scorpio. Scorpios, your first card for your past life was Orphan. And a lot of people think that Scorpios love to be alone. And yes, that is true. My opposite sign is Scorpio. So yes, we love being alone. But sometimes we want affection. Sometimes we want love. Sometimes we want to be able to share our thoughts with another rather than just our own thoughts to ourselves. So a lot of times people may think that our energy of being alone is our strength, or that we don't want anybody around us, or that we don't need anybody around us. And it's actually quite the opposite. No, we actually want people around us. No, we actually do need people around us. But being misunderstood, I can see why the past life you were an orphan. Most likely, or maybe your parents passed away, or maybe your parents did not have enough money at that time period to feed you. And we think we have Medicaid, we have SNAP, we have so much financial aid, but we didn't get these things if we didn't have poverty in the past. And you came from a time period where it was a lot of poverty. It was hard to fend for yourself, not alone even have a child. So for a very young age, you had to learn how to take care of yourself. And Scorpio, it's nothing wrong with that. It's a beautiful thing. But don't use that as a defense mechanism to not get close to anybody either, or to not have somebody get close to you, because Scorpios are known to be very mysterious. And mysterious takes a lot of work. It takes you to be truthful, but not tell all the facts in that truth. It's like, in a way, you're auditing yourself. And this time in mid-May, don't audit yourself. Express that orphan side of you that wants to be seen. Express how you feel when you're alone. Express how you feel to others when you feel misunderstood, when people are afraid to come to you. Express why you know they are afraid to come to you at times. And show that sometimes that bothers you because you really want them around you. So definitely use your Scorpio intuition to express that. Well, the next one, like we was talking about before, based on the century that you was in, your past life, you were a Greco-Roman. But before we read about Greco-Roman, because that does collide with orphan, we're going to see what the book says about orphan. Orphan. You drew this card because you had one or more past lives as an orphan, Scorpio. This is creating a current life abandonment fear for you. And those lives you didn't have your mother and father's protection, love, or support. You developed great strength and inner reliance, which continues to help you in this life. However, you may have also developed survival skills that are double-edged. These coping mechanisms help you get by, but they also blunt your heart and emotions. Most likely, this card is a reminder to acknowledge that your true mother, father is God. You are also reminded that you have a family of choice, consisting of friends and other loved ones, including your pets. In spiritual truth, it's impossible to be an orphan. Your true heavenly parent is always with you. If you do tend to isolate yourself, you may benefit from seeking compassionate support from a 12-step emotions anonymous group or a qualified counselor. So, for the orphan in the Scorpio, the task at hand would be to express your emotions, to express those sad feelings that you get when people don't return your call, or when people say they're going to be there for you and they might not be exactly the way you want them to be there for you. Express that, whether it be through music, like having a radio on and having them listen to songs and telling them, okay, based on this song, this is how I felt on this situation. That's a great way to communicate. So it's not just your opinion, it's also illustration or demonstration through song or through melody. Another one is uh, taking walks, like meditating, doing like a 5-minute meditation. This will help you to understand a little bit more, because Scorpios, we know, but sometimes we want to know. And if we want to know, then you would have to go to people in your life that you consider family, even if it's not blood family, to get the answers that you seek. The next card was the Greco-Roman. Greco-Roman. This card indicates that you had a significant life in Greece or Rome that is influencing the situation you're inquiring about. You may have noticed that you are drawn to Greco-Roman architecture, culture, and spirituality. Perhaps you even visited areas of the Mediterranean which felt strangely familiar. Often when we visit a place where we lived in our lives, we experience a sense of deja vu. During your Greco-Roman lifetime, you had experiences and relationships that formed the basis for your present life situation. So probably in Greco-Roman, you probably experienced being an orphan there, and the tools and mechanism to survive. I mean, at that time you had warriors, soldiers, gladiators in the arena. Any way of trade to survive was part of your expertise, which required you to be double-edged. You've also carried the knowledge forward that you gained in that lifetime. Now that you are consciously aware of your connection to Greece and Rome, spend time researching these ancient cultures and the spirituality associated with those placements. Your research will trigger memories and insights you'll come to better understand yourself and your situation. So, for homework for mid-May 2018 for Scorpios, check out history, especially gods and goddesses, deities of the Greco-Roman. Definitely Zeus and Hera. That's definitely a mother and father dynamic that had similar abandonment, love, and survival situations. Definitely check out Zeus and Hera relationship. Athena, she was definitely a beautiful warrior. Check out the mythology of Greek and Roman, the cultures that were there. What were the food like? Maybe you might want to try cooking different Greek and Roman dishes to help you feel at ease with who you are. Yes, you might have been an orphan. Yes, you might have to survive. Even now you have to survive. But it doesn't have to be heavy anymore. You could turn those lemons into lemonade. You could turn those rotten grapes into wine. Use your survival as a way to tap into the humor of it, to express the light side of your survival. Even showing others what you have learned can help open that door of not feeling alone anymore. Because you might be surprised, or you might feel that the people that come in your life, if you notice, might need your service and help. They always need your help in either protection or defending. So in a way, in order for you to feel confident in your abilities and skills, show a 3-step defense class or a defense seminar or defense workshop with your friends, like a 10-minute or 5-minute, and show them what you have learned. And the more you show them, the more you will actually forgive and heal your past life, which will also give you abundance in your now. Your next and last card, Scorpio, is Atlantis. I knew you would like this. Yeah, this is the gateway to the underworld, Anubis. Yes. The first one's here before the Anunnaki came with that gold. Let's read what it says for Scorpios. Atlantis. Your lifetime in ancient Atlantis is affecting your current situation. You have soul memories of this idyllic civilization that offer every imaginable wonder. There's a longing for the utopia that you unconsciously remember, and which you know is possible in this world. Your soul also remembers the tragic ending of Atlantis, and you may have developed phobias about the ocean as a result. Those phobias could be from also being an orphan when you were a part of Atlantis. Seeing that your family and friends in the water were dying and have left, you were left to survive in an ocean that you were not sure of exploring at that time. So having a mass ocean of water could frighten anybody. I could only imagine a person that really lives there. Although you love the sea, perhaps you prefer not to go swimming or sailing. You also recall how the majority of Atlanteans were peace-loving, with the exception of a few political leaders who misused crystal power to the detriment of all. So you may be extra sensitive to issues relating to political corruption in this lifetime. So, Scorpios, for mid-May, tap into or start walking around areas of water. If you have a beach nearby, walking near the beach will be soothing. It will help you to understand why you were angry of the destruction and of the abandonment of what happens when a civilization is falling, when a family is divided. Try aquarium museums. Being surrounded by sea animals will help you to understand which animal speaks to you. Is it the dolphin? Is it the seahorse? Is it the killer whale? Is it the shark? Is it the octopus? Is it the jellyfish? Definitely find out, what do you think your animal totem of the water would be for mid-May, and demonstrate that in the rest of the month and see what happens. I think you'll get closer to your past life and understanding why you might react and feel the way you do, because every reaction has an origin or a birth. So don't feel guilty of your reactions. Embrace them and express it through others, because people really know Scorpios to be strong, but in showing the soft side, they have never seen before. So that would be an amazing blessing for those that care about you to really see through you. So thank you, Scorpios, for watching Kiki's Doorway for mid-May 2018. Have a good night. Love you.